Hey guys, Brett here with Brett's Reviews, and today I'm going to show you how to install your Morimoto LED tail lamps on your 2017 to 2019 F250 with halogen bulbs and blind spot monitoring. And I'm excited to do this video because the video that Morimoto has on their website or on the YouTube channel is wrong for this particular model truck. Now these taillights are going to be good for any 17 to 22 Superduty, 250, 350, 450, but depending on what type of tail lamps you currently have in your vehicle, it changes how you set them up. So I'm going to show you the correct way to do it for the 17 to 19 Superduty with halogen tail lamps and blind spot monitoring. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So what I'm talking about is if you have halogen, where you have the actual bulbs in there, that means you have the halogen tail lamps. And if you have Blis or blind spot monitoring, it'll say it right there. But if you're still not quite sure, check out your mirrors. And if you have the symbol for blind spot monitoring, then you have Blis system. So I already have one of these installed, and we're going to go over all the tools that you're going to need, and you can see just how nice that tail lamp looks. Definitely a visual upgrade over the normal factory ones. But what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take the blind spot monitor out of here and put it in the Morimoto. But first, I wanted to show you how you have to have this set up, because on the YouTube channel it tells you that for the halogen with the Blis system you need the 3.75 resistor, and that you're going to be using the number 4, number 3 plug, and the number 1 plug. That is also wrong. We're going to be using the number 4 and the 2 number 1s. So that is the biggest mistake on the Morimoto video, and I'll put a picture of that so you can see. So what you're actually going to want to do is you're going to want to have the 7.5 resistors stacked on top of each other. Now I am missing one of the risers, so I do apologize for that. This is also for the this piece right here is for an extra LED tail lamp that you can install from Morimoto. That's pretty cool. But anyways, you're going to want to take out your bolts that are here first. We're just going to verify one thing. If you look at that purple wire right there, this purple wire needs to be connected to the yellow wire for this particular setup. So if that is already connected to the yellow wire, the purple one, then do that. If it's connected to the red one, just remove it and put it on the yellow one. So once you have that, you're going to want to kind of take this out, because next we're going to be taking out the tail light. So you're going to need a couple tools for this tail light removal. First, you're going to need an 8mm socket, a 7mm socket. I like having a ratchet with an extension on it. And then you're going to need a T20 bit, Torx bit. That's how that looks. So let me get the camera set up and we're going to start the video right now. Guys, if this video helps you out, unlike the Morimoto video, give me a like and subscribe on the YouTube channel. We're getting closer to 1,000 subscribers each and every day, and I think this video is probably going to put us over the top. So let's get started, and I hope you enjoy the video. Alright guys, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is take out this tail light. Now that we have this piece out of there, we got to swap the blind spot monitors into there. You're going to want to grab your 8mm socket, put it on your ratchet here, and we're going to use only hand tools for this install and swap, I guess you could say, because you never want to crack the plastic on these lights. So you got two 8mm right here. Just going to want to set those bolts off to the side. So like I said, no power tools in this video. So once you get your tail light, you're going to just kind of want to pull it away from the truck. There's 2 clips on the inside of the vehicle. Let me move the camera so you can see a little bit better here. Sorry, we're on an incline here. But you're just going to want to take this taillight and kind of get it out of there. So you can see it comes out like so. And now you got 3 clips here that you're going to want to remove. Kind of push down on them and pull up, and they come right out. Pretty simple. Sometimes it's pretty simple. I find sometimes you take the light bulb out, and that makes it easier. So now you put the light bulb back in. But that's how you get your taillight off. Now we're going to swap the Blis sensor, which is in here. So you're going to need your 7mm socket for that. So you're going to want to get your 7mm. You're just going to want to take them out of here like so. So once you have all 4 out, you can pull that out, and you'll be able to see the blind spot monitor, which is right here. This is where you're going to need your Torx 20 bit. And we're just going to undo these 2 screws right here. Now you're going to want to save these screws because we're going to need them to install into the Morimoto taillights. Now you do not want to drop your Blis sensor because I think they're pretty sensitive because it says set aside if dropped. So now that you got that unscrewed, you can do this clip, and that just kind of pulls out of there like so. So you got to be careful because the factory ones will leave the rubber and this plastic piece, they'll come out with it. So you want it to look like this before, you want it to look like this before you install it into the Morimoto one. And these pieces, they can just go back into the factory clip. So once you do that, you can kind of set that off to the side. I don't know what you're going to do with your old taillights. Sell them on Facebook Marketplace or whatever you might want to do with them. But we're just going to set them aside for now. And we're going to be installing the Blis sensor into the Morimoto one. So once again, just take your Blis sensor, kind of work backwards from what we just did. Put that in there until it clips. Make sure that you have this purple wire connected to the yellow wire like we talked about in the beginning. And then you're just going to want to make sure that this blind spot sensor gets in its slots. And then you're going to want to screw it down with the screws that we just took out from the factory one. Now I find going into the Morimotos, they don't screw in quite as nice, but make sure that you're not stripping them or anything like that. Well, that one went in nice. Once again, we're using the Torx 20 to put these in. All right, now that that's in there, it should look like this, and we're going to put it into the taillight. Now these taillights, or these holders, have a rubber gasket on them. You're just going to want to make sure that that's not getting pinched or anything. Also with the wiring on the other side, you're going to want to make sure that it's not getting pinched either. When it goes back in, you should be able to kind of press it down so that it seals properly so that no moisture gets in there. Now we're going to take our 7mm bolts that we had, and we're just going to put those in. We're going to grab our 7mm socket and ratchet and put those in. Like I said, you don't want to get them too tight, but you do want to get them snug. All right, now that we have it all set, it should look like this. Remember your 2 stacked 7.5 resistors, and should be nice and tight on there. The next thing you're going to want to do is attach your harness. Now, there's only one way that this attaches, and that's the main plug goes onto here. It'll clip, and then you can lock it down with that red tab right there. Next, we're going to want to plug in our resistors, and they plug in to these top resistors with the black and red wires. You're not going to want to plug it into the black and gold or black and yellow wire. And this is, yeah, you're not going to want to plug it into that. In fact, they make plugs for these, which we're going to just plug this one up because we're not going to use it. You can see there's kind of like rubber in there, so no water gets in. And then we're going to plug in the two resistors into here. Now, it doesn't matter if the top resistor's in one or bottom resistors in another. It doesn't matter because they both do the same thing. So they should clip in like that. And now we're ready to put it back onto, or put it into our truck. All right, try to get this as close as possible so you make sure that you're hooking up your stuff right. So this is the main plug, and that's going to go into number 4. You can see it's labeled number 4 right there. So that goes into the gray plug. You just push that on and it'll click. Now, this is where Morimoto has it wrong. They tell you to use plugs 1 and 3. We are not going to use plug 3. We are going to use both plug 1s because there's 2 plug 1s. There's one, there's one. So it doesn't necessarily matter which side you plug in to which light because they both do the same thing. If you plug one in, have it snap, plug the other one in, and have it snap. Okay guys, now that I have the, there was a piece clipped onto there. So now that I got that off, we're gonna put these wires in here like so. Once again, making sure none of the wires are getting pinched. We're gonna make sure these slots line up with the holes. We're gonna pop her in there nice and easy. Now we're gonna put our 8mm bolts back in. 1 second. All right guys, you're just gonna wanna make sure that you hold that so that it doesn't go anywhere. Now we're gonna put our 8mm bolts in there, and we should be all ready to go. This video was originally gonna be about, I don't know, however long this video was. But once I got both sides in, I realized that the harnesses were all wrong because the lights weren't working properly. So then I had to do all the research over. And it turned into an all-day project, which, if you've ever worked on cars, you know that a couple hour projects usually turn into all-day projects pretty easy. All right, now let's go turn on the truck and see if these bad boys work and just how good they look. I'm also going to do a video from later tonight just to see how they look in the dark. All right, let me close this tailgate and let's go turn these bad boys on. I just like the look of them even without them on. So now when you start the truck, there should be no warning lights. Other than my oil change required light. So now if you didn't put the blind spot monitors in there, it would have a blind spot error. Now if we turn the lights on, we still get no errors. And we turn the blinkers on. They seem to be working. Let's go check them out. Look at that, guys. Really good looking taillights. Really good looking. They match that FX4 nicely. Let's go turn on those turn signals just to make sure those are working properly. And they are. So what happens, guys, when you don't have the right resistors in there and you're not hooked up to the right lights, I got them to work, but they were working, but the backup light was turning on with these lights. So I hope that was helpful to you guys. And if this video helped you save some time and frustration, I wish this video was out when I started this project, because it would have been a lot faster and a lot easier, and it would have saved me a lot of time. So if this video did do that for you, please give me a like, subscribe, and share on the YouTube channel, Brett's Reviews, getting closer to 1,000 subscribers each and every day. And follow along for all the car advice and tips and tricks going along. It's going to be fun. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. I'm going to do a couple more videos with the lights on at night, and we'll see how it looks. Thank you so much for watching.